So, drum roll please. This is the class of 2020. Normally at that point I'd get a round of applause and a lot of whooping, but clearly I'm sat on my own recording this. But anyway, you can applaud as I say that. So, here we are. The end of an era. For some of you it would be 2 years, for some of you 7, and for some of you you've been here even longer than that. And I know it's really odd, the fact that we can't be together to celebrate like we would normally for the end of year 13 assembly, but I hope in some small way this video that I have created along with a PowerPoint, obviously using Mr. Dunn's skills because I have no idea how to do that kind of thing, in some way kind of compensates a little bit. And I hope the work that Alex, Carolina and Sam Castanetto have put together as well just gives us a semblance of normality in these very, very weird and strange times. I hope you enjoy. Now, I hope that you've enjoyed your time at King's, and I've certainly seen from the video that Sam Castanetto has put together that a lot of you are really missing school at the moment. So here's a really poor plug for the school photo or the school picture created by Katie Cardew. If you're interested in buying one, I gather the information to do so is on the school website, and of course we would be very happy for you to buy one of those. I don't think we get any commission, but I still would like to think that some of you might have this up in your houses somewhere. I can't imagine it's going to go on the walls in a halls of residence, but anyway, if you are really missing school and you think that buying that photo or that picture would be a good idea, then I'd suggest looking on the website. Now, this wouldn't be a Leavers assembly without clearly me standing up here, or not, but virtually standing up at the front, leaning on the lectern, giving you some advice as a world-weary adult. So I'm afraid there is some advice ahead. Now, as a business teacher, I'm sure you can appreciate that I believe that brand names and slogans are really important. This is mine. Hard work pays off. I'm sure you've heard it before in assembly, and I make no apologies, but just think about it. How hard did you work? Yeah, I know that the hard work you would have put in, the hours and hours of revision that you would be doing right now, ready for those exams in a few weeks' time. But those of you that worked hard all the way through will know that hard work will genuinely pay off. And it's not just about A-levels, it is about moving forwards, whether that's going off to be a pilot, Alex Braybrook, whether that's going off to university, the vast majority of you, or whether that's going off to do an apprenticeship, Isaac Lunn. Hard work really does pay dividends. I say nothing, just read. Now, very many of you have had the pleasure of coming into my office. I won't comment about why you might have had to come into my office. Maybe it was just to get some information. Maybe it was just to get some printer paper. Maybe it's because you'd done something wrong. But you'll know on my wall I have 3 quotes from Dr. Seuss books. I love Dr. Seuss, and in fact in a short while, towards the end of this video, you're going to have the very great pleasure of Mrs. Willis reading to you. A little like Tom Hardy's been doing on CBeebies or CBBC, but clearly maybe I don't quite have the looks he has. So you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. But it's not just about brains in your head or feet in your shoes or you making really good decisions. It's actually being humane. Step with care and great tact. Yeah, I'm not always the most tactful person. I try to be. It's a craft that I've had to teach myself, because I think if I didn't, I would probably be more tactless than I am. But as you grow up, you'll realise that caring for yourself, caring for others, particularly in these difficult times, and being tactful about what you say really is vitally important.
Hello, Year 13. I can't believe it's almost exactly 7 years ago since I first met some of you, when you first turned up at school on that move-up day from your primary schools. You were all so little and you were all so cute. Some of you have changed beyond recognition. Some of you not so much. And everything's gone a bit crazy, hasn't it? This isn't how your school career was supposed to finish. This isn't how today was supposed to be. But hey ho, it is what it is, and we have to make the best of it. I've got to say, after the initial shock and the initial disbelief of what was going on, I've kind of settled into lockdown life. There's got to be some pluses to it, and I think getting 8 hours sleep a night, perfecting my TikTok skills, not even joking there, getting lots of opportunity to exercise, but also lots of opportunity to bake and cook and eat as well. And I'll be honest with you, not having to make excuses to meet people is my actual dream. So I suppose on reflection, you are the sum, as a person, you are the sum of your experiences in your life. And this is one of those experiences. School was one of those experiences, and you will go on to have experiences that will also shape you. They will shape and dictate the person that you become, and you're well on your way. So good luck. Hope it all goes well. Keep in touch. We do really, really like keeping in touch with ex-students, so please do that. But all the best. Good luck. See you soon.
So year 13, you'll always be able to remember your last day at school. The reason is you'll be able to go online and watch this video time and time again. I hope that you won't, but I hope that you will take away from today that it marks the point of you passing out of King's and moving on to the next stage of your career. Good luck in everything you do. I would just like to say a massive thank you to everybody for every interaction and thing that we've done, from being in the classroom to things inside the houses, to UCAS, to everything that we've done in the sixth form. You've been absolutely fantastic. So thank you. I'm sure that you'll stay in touch with us. I'm sure you will stay in touch with each other. And I'm sure that you will do well in the summer. We've been working very hard to try and get everything absolutely right for you within that. These goldfish are for Laith because he ate Miss Chantrell's goldfish, allegedly. Good luck, Laith. Good luck to absolutely every single one of you. I hope to see you in the future. Obviously, the future is uncertain on what we can do socially, but looking long term, let's try and see if we can see as many of you as possible in the pub at the Brewery Tap on the 27th of December. Let's see if we can make that happen, hopefully. Thank you, year 13.
So this wouldn't be a King's School Assembly without having a prayer or reflection. And as I am trying to say these days, if you pray, pray with me. If you don't, simply just close your eyes. Have a think about what I've said in my assembly. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen. So now for some Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy or girl who'll decide where to go. You will look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go round back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind-maker-upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles along weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, towards a most useless place. The waiting place. Bit like COVID. For people just waiting for a bus to go or a bus to come or a plane to go or the mail to come or the rain to go or the phone to ring or the snow to snow or waiting around for a yes or no or waiting for their hair to grow. No names. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite or waiting for wind to fly a kite or waiting around for Friday night. Pub quizzes, I hear. Or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. That's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of a guy or girl. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with a whole wide world waiting, watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not. Alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. Again, COVID's taught us about that. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go through the weather be foul, on you will go through your enemy's prowl, on you will go through the hack and cracked howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go, Laith. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Tommy or Rhea or Carolina or Kyla or Joseph or Zuja. You are off to great places. Today is your day. Your mounted is waiting. So get on your way. Mrs. Willis was reading Oh, the Places You'll Go.